hope you find the Lisa story quite interesting. So let me just tell you one of the story or one of the application which is actually related with this particular chapter. Do you know an interesting fact that the roller coaster designers always use polynomials in order to design the rides or in order to design the steep rides of this particular roller coaster? Have you ever know about this particular fact? So isn't it interesting that these rides are only designed with the help of the polynomials. So what are polynomials in the world of mathematics? So what are polynomial or what is a polynomial? So polynomial is an algebraic expression with the variables, coefficients, operations and positive integer exponents. What does it mean? It means that a polynomial is actually an algebraic expression that was also used by Lisa with the variables. There must be some variables x, y, z, any kind of variable. They do have some coefficients with them, some operations, basic mathematical operation should be there, and the very important concept that they do have an exponent which is always a positive integer. So let us suppose we'll take some of the example. 3x plus 8, x square plus 7, or the algebraic expression used by Lisa is actually a polynomial. So these are some of the examples of the polynomial, and this is a definition of the polynomial. So let's just move on further and let's just talk about the degree of a polynomial. What is the meaning of the degree of a polynomial? I hope you already know about the degree of the polynomial because you already have learned it in the previous classes. So the highest power of the variable in the polynomial p of x is called as a degree of a polynomial. So let us suppose we are taking an example. We are talking about 3x plus 2. As we can see, in 3x plus 2, the variable x has the power as nothing but 1. It means the degree of 3x plus 8 is nothing but 1. So let us suppose we are talking about this particular algebraic expression or this particular polynomial x square plus 7. Obviously, the highest power of the variable in x square plus 7 is nothing but 2. So the degree of this particular polynomial is nothing but 2. So the definition of the degree is the highest power of the variable which is present in the polynomial is nothing but called as the degree of a polynomial. So let's just move on further and talk about further the degree of the polynomial classification. In the classification, we'll first talk about the linear polynomial. What is the meaning of a linear polynomial? Linear polynomial is a polynomial which do have a degree as 1. For an instance, we are talking about the polynomial 2x plus 3, if we are talking about 4y, if we are talking about 3z minus of 1 by 2, all of these polynomials are called as the linear polynomials because in these polynomials the degree of the variables, that is x raised to the power is 1, y raised to the power is 1 and z's power is nothing but 1. So the exponent or the highest power of the variables in all these three is nothing but 1. So whenever we have the degree of the given polynomials is nothing but 1, it means that this polynomial or that polynomial is definitely a linear polynomial. So let's just talk about the second type of polynomial. So under the classification, the second type of polynomial is called as a quadratic polynomial. So the quadratic polynomials are those in which the degree is nothing but 2. So let us suppose we are talking about 2x square plus of 3. Let us suppose we are talking about 2x square plus 3. We are talking about 4y square plus of 4y plus of 1. We are talking about 5z square plus of 5z plus of 5. So all these are nothing but called as the quadratic polynomial because the highest power of the variable in all these polynomial is nothing but 2. So this is called as the quadratic polynomial. Let's just talk about the cubic polynomial. So the third type of the classification on the basis of the degree of the polynomial is nothing but a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomials are those in which the degree is nothing but 3. So let us suppose we are taking an example, or I'm writing it in general. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is nothing but an example of a cubic polynomial, because the highest power of the variable x is nothing but 3, or we can say the degree is nothing but 3. It means that this is nothing but a cubic polynomial. So let us suppose we will write 1 by 4 y raised to the power 3 plus y raised to the power 2 plus so 1. Again, this is a cubic polynomial because the highest power of the variable y is nothing but 1. So this is all about the classification of the polynomials on the basis of the degree of the polynomial. They are of 3 types. First one is linear, the second one is quadratic, and the third one is cubic polynomial.